Mary Richardson at Music Junkie Press. We're down here at Warped Tour. And not too long ago, I missed an awesome badass set for today. Look who we got. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is Maddie Montgomery. I'm the vocalist for the band For Today.
We caught you earlier. Badass. Awesome. I mean, okay, so what kind of Wheaties you having to get that energy out? You come out like full force.
Yeah, well, it's funny. I play early in the morning. You know, every day is different on Warped Tour. So today I woke up and they're like, "Yo, we go on like an hour and a half." So it's a little bit weird, but man, you know, as soon as we walk on the stage and the sound clip starts, you hear the crowd cheer. It's just like all the adrenaline in the world, man. I can't stand still.
And it was great. The crowd is just, I mean, they were right there, just amped. I loved it. I loved it. And after you guys too, we got you actually on Saturday, so you have Shoreline.
Right.
So I had to come back out. How has the tour been going so far for you?
Incredible. Yeah, this is by far the most fun I've ever had on tour.
That's awesome. Now, how about when you're out on the road? What's something you miss from home that you miss?
Well, I have a wife and two little boys at home, and so every day without them is like
FaceTime and Skyping?
Yeah, we FaceTime and Skype and stuff as much as possible, but it's still, you know, it's not the same as being able to like tuck my boys in at night, you know. But I try to fly home about once a week to go take my wife on a date, take the boys to the park, and make sure that I get some daddy time in, you know. Because as much as I love this, you know, rock star life or whatever, you know, I'm at the end of the day, it's way more important for me to be a good dad than it is for me to be a good musician. So.
Those are most important. I thought that's your biggest audience.
Yeah, that's right.
I love it. Now let's say if you could go back to your 14-year-old self, what advice would you give yourself, whether musically or even just about life in general?
I would tell myself, high school students don't know what they're talking about. And I think because that would have saved me so much trouble because I did so much stuff. One, because people told me that it was cool. Or two, because I was trying to impress high school, you know, my high school friends. Like I would steal stuff because I thought I needed to have nicer shoes, so I'd steal shoes to get in trouble. You know, I thought that, you know, if I could go and have, you know, lots of sex with girls in high school, then I would be respectable because that's what all my friends told me. I was trying to impress these people, you know, and I found out now that I've become a man that there's not a high school student in America that knows what they're talking about. You know, as much as I love high school students and I think that they are awesome, you know, when I was 14 to 18 years old, I hadn't formed well thought out opinions or life views. I just sort of was doing what I saw on MTV, and that sucked. And I think that's true for a lot of people. So I would have told myself, forget about what they say about you, forget about what they think about you. You need to be who you know in your heart you're called to be, and don't worry about anybody else's opinion.
Now, how about like for your music, you guys really bring out, actually people connect a lot with it, and they actually bring out their emotion with it and everything. How is it for you when people come up to you guys and tell you that your music really has changed me, affected me?
It's incredible. I mean, being a Christian band, we've been doing this for about 7 years, and I always take time on stage to share my faith and make sure that I give people the truth of the gospel and invite them, give them the opportunity to respond to that. And it's incredible to see people really getting something out of that. You know, we talk a lot about, you know, how much of a shame it is that there's so many bands that stand up on that stage and all they do is take from the people in front of their band. They take their time and their money and their affection and their praise and all of this stuff, and they give them really nothing in return. You know? So me sharing my faith, me sharing the gospel of Jesus, you know, that the whole reason that we do that is to try to give something back. You know, this is something valuable that I've found, and I want to share it with anybody that's willing to listen. And then to hear there are some kids that are really getting that is an important thing to us.
And it does, it changes. It really, I mean, and that's the big thing. They get this great connection, and then a lot of them in turn will use music as their aid to be able to start becoming writing and becoming artists as well.
Exactly.
That's the neatest thing. Now, where are you based at?
I live in South Alabama, Mobile, but the band lives kind of everywhere else. But yeah, I live in Mobile, Alabama.
Now, how about when you're out on tour here? What's something that the people can bring you on tour that you might be missing?
First of all, hugs. I know that's not very metal, but I just like hugs. Second of all, jerky. If people really want to like get me psyched, they can bring me a bag of beef jerky. They'll forever be my best friend.
That's awesome. Now, when you're out on the road, you're listening to all kinds of music. If you can peek into your iPod, what artist or song may be the most music you're finding in there?
Full confession, I'm a big Norah Jones fan.
I love it.
I think she's awesome. I also think this one is a little bit more of a guilty pleasure. I think Ellie Goulding is.
That's been very common.
That's awesome.
Hearing that.
Okay.
I love it. I love it.
So that one, I mean, with us being, we don't have any sort of dance influence at all in our music. We don't have any electronics. We just get up there and play our music like old punk rock DIY kids. But I don't know, Ellie Goulding is rad. I've been a fan of Norah Jones for like a decade, so I think her stuff is probably like the most played.
Out on the road, all of a sudden plug it in.
Yeah,
And
it's totally not me, but it's me.
Yeah, what are you currently working on?
Right now I'm working on Surviving Warped Tour 2012. We just put out an album, Fight the Silence, right before this tour, so we're kind of taking a breather and trying to not worry about writing new stuff. Praise God. We got a couple music videos that are in the works that we shot actually on this tour. And so those will be hitting a computer screen near you pretty soon. So yeah, music videos, trying to avoid to try to put off writing another album for as long as we can, but we'll see how long that
Keep
lasts.
touring on this one, definitely.
Yeah.
Now lastly, is there anything you'd like to share with the audience? Your kids?
Oh, we just love you guys, man. I know that when I was a broken, depressed kid that hated myself and everybody around me, that's when I found Jesus, and that's when He transformed my life. And I don't know what your opinions are, where you come from, but I just want you to know that you're loved, and that there is a God that sees you, and a God that loves you, and a God that has a life for you that's beautiful and powerful. So keep looking, don't give up, hang on. We're with you guys, and we thank you for the support.
Awesome, and we'll see you out on the road.
Yeah, we'll see you.
Thank you.
Yo, this is Maddie Montgomery from For Today, and if you're addicted to music, you can get your fix at Music Junkie Press. I could hear my mother crying.